And if you don't know what that is, it's basically you unplug your modem, and then you disconnect the coax cable, and let it stay disconnected for like 60 seconds. And then you plug it back in. That's basically all it is. I have that sneaking suspicion that they may actually be throttling my shit because they're Comcast and they're assholes. And guess what? Hey, the whole net neutrality thing is going bye-bye. And we have a gigantic bloated Cheeto for a non-president. Great times, man. You know, I'm a big fan of like cyberpunk. You know, as a literary genre. Not as really necessarily an aesthetic. I'll tell you what, man. We're definitely living in a dystopian, somewhat post-cyberpunk future. It's ridiculous. I just got that interrupted off in time. Kill off this fucking abbot. Kill off the abbot. God damn it. Kill these guys. Get them. Yeah, eat them. God damn it. There's another one over here. Yeah, I need energy management, like, desperately. Alright, take out this guy. Yeah. Now this one. Come on. Yeah, see, this is what I need. I need the extra energy just to actually interrupt their skills. But unfortunately, my people are just not doing an adequate amount of damage to my liking. I want that DPS, man. Let's see here. What do we got? Some garbage. At least we're making some money. It's always a promising venture. Yeah, there we go. This is a pretty straightforward mission. I'm pretty sure that Justice Shirt wasn't taking any damage from my double dragon. I think that might have been one of those cases where I was saying before about just really wonky. Fuck, it's being obstructed right now. Interrupt. There we are. See, the problem with doing complicated is it doesn't actually do any damage. God damn it. Can I see this guy now? Motherfucker, it's still being obstructed. What the fuck? Oh, come on, get it in there. Yeah. Alright, this should be able to wipe him out. Nice. Okay, so he's able to attack me, but... Can I get him now? I'm fairly sure I actually don't need to kill off the Seeker up here. It's just the Watchtower guy himself. At least I'm pretty sure that that's the way it is. Besides, he has no way that he actually heal himself, so it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to come back here, and you know what? Fuck that. You guys are just going to have to bear with me here. We're going to do a little bit of survey so I can save myself a little bit of time later. I mean, I'm going to have to probably come back here and to do a little bit of this anyways, because there are some areas that I'm just simply not going to do. So if you pay attention, if you take a look at my mini map here, if you see this, how it's kind of like, it looks blurry, it looks kind of opaque. If you come over here, if you're paying attention to that mini map, when we get closer, it'll be elucidated. See, there you go. It clears it up. Yeah, my flares are doing like double damage to these hellhounds. This is quite nice. So we'll just take a little stroll over here, a slight detour. Yeah, I don't know what it is. My nose has been itching like a motherfucker. I swear to God that I'm starting to develop like a very mild allergy to cats. I swear. I was holding my cat earlier and giving him some kisses. Pretty sure that's pretty been what's agitating me. Let's get our empathy and natural signet. Awesome. Now that it'll take care of a little bit of my death penalty. You know, I did have that big ass stack of decayed ore emblems, but I went ahead and just chucked them all. Didn't really need them anymore because I didn't think we were going to be fighting too many more skeletons and ore guys, but we are going to be doing it a little bit on this mission. We have another boss over here. It looks like a warrior boss. Let's go eat his soul. I recommend amputation. Oh. I think that cleric might actually be healing him. Take out the cleric. God damn it, I'm out of energy again. Son of a bitch. Alright, take out these wraiths then. Take out that one, he's almost dead. Get him. Something here is eating up my energy. I think it's Chaos Storm. I think that's what it was. I was just standing into it like a fucking retard. A retard. Herpity derpity. Alright, after this boss, we'll go back on track here. Let's suppose there is another boss over here. It doesn't look like it. It looks like that last little group are some ragers. God, I need to put some more condition removing skills on my monks. It's just a pain in the ass. I really hate it because then you get pinned down, then you gotta wait for the entire duration to go away. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I just heard some coins drop. Selective hearing, baby. Gotta get them drops. So instead of doing what I normally do, and you know, calling it quits at like around the 45-minute mark, I think we're just gonna continue on. And what I'll do is I'll just split the individual episodes up at a later point in time. So if you just get like an abrupt end at the episode, that's why. Just a quick FYI to all of you people. Also, you know what? For those that are actually watching and enjoying the series, I'm going to probably produce a channel update video soon, talking about a few things related to the channel. Because I have some kind of serious news. I mean, I believe I've already touched base on it during my Diablo 2 live stream, I think. Pretty sure I did. But my channel will reach the 1-year-old mark this coming, I think, July 1st, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the, I believe it was July 1st. So I think it was, yeah, it was July 1st when I started, and I think I published my first video on July 4th. But I'm getting to that point now where I'm really evaluating a few things about my channel, and it's just about, you know, being a content creator in general. And, well, you know, I've noticed that, like, some trends related to my channel is that I'll go through these periods of really terrible stagnation where it's like, you know, I'll end up saying, I'll get some high fortune here, and maybe I'll pick up like 10 subscribers, we'll say, just for instance. So I'll get 10 subscribers, and then all of a sudden, it'll stay 10 subscribers for like the next 3 months. You know, there might be a time where I'll lose a person, maybe lose 2 people, but then another person will subscribe. But it'll stay, you know, relatively around that same number. And, you know, I'm kind of getting sick of it because if you guys know anything about YouTube or about Twitch as a content creator, it's like they hide a lot of their features and a lot of functionality behind like these hoops that you got to jump through. You know, you can think of them like goals or milestones. And I know I've mentioned this several times about about how I just want to have a goddamn custom URL to my channel. So if you guys notice in my channel, if you come to my channel, it'll be youtube.com/ just in this huge alphanumeric string. It's not like, you know, I've got my own custom URL where it says, you know, youtube.com/ Magicide or Mages Die First or whatever I'm going to set it to. And it just looks like shit. I just really want something so basic at that, but I can't have it until I get 100 subscribers. And, you know, I'm having that point now where I'm just sick of all the stagnation. I'm sick of the bullshit. I said, you know what? If I can't reach 100 subscribers at the 1 year mark, like, I think I may end up calling it quits. I may just end up doing that. And I'm not saying that I'm just like rage quitting or like I'm trying to appeal to pity or anything like that. I don't want to make it sound like that. Not at all. I feel like, you know, having 100 subscribers at the 1 year mark should be a reasonable expectation to have. Come on, look at these guys. They were just standing there. What the fuck? And you know what? I don't mind being slightly arbitrary about it, because I'm not going to say that, like, you know, if I have, say, I don't know, 94 subscribers and I don't have my 100, I just say fuck this and just end it and stop doing it. I don't want to make it sound like that, because that's not the case at all. You know, if I'm close, if it's around there, if it's ballparked, yeah, obviously I'll continue on. Because, you know, I have also mentioned this before, is that, well, you know, I ask myself this question all the time about, like, why I live stream. You know, like, what am I personally getting out of it? And I'm just not sure. I don't know why. I don't know. You could ask, why did I start doing it? And, you know, a lot of it was two things. One is that, you know, there were some of the YouTubers that I enjoy did, in my view, in my opinion, did a really good job. And, you know, I always knew, really confident. I was like, I could do that, absolutely. And I have been doing it. Okay, so you got that. The second thing is that, you know, I wanted to just sheer curiosity. I walked into doing YouTube with absolutely zero expectations. Like, I didn't actually know what to expect, so I couldn't have had expectations. And, you know, while I've been going on, I've been kind of like doing like a little bit of soul searching, I guess you want to say, about an actual like reason or justification for doing it, now that, you know, curiosity's been, for the most part, been sated. And as time progresses on, I put in a lot of time and effort into this. You know, I'm not just producing a 30-minute video once per week or something like that. You know, I'm producing content or publishing content on a daily basis. You know, I'm putting a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I kind of want to like turn this into, you know, doing this like full time, like actually doing it like for real, you know, turning it into like a job or career or something, you know? And if I'm able to do that, I feel like I need to have some specific goals in mind. Wait, well, do you see that? My fucking Trouble Dragon wasn't actually doing anything to that guy. And if I'm not meeting like my goals, you know, it's like I don't really feel like I have any recompense. I don't have any like plan Bs that I can go for. My largest problem with my channel, I feel like, in my view, are two things. First of all, is that doing Let's Plays, being a Let's Player or being a live streamer of video games, it's pretty oversaturated right now. I'm not on Twitch. I'm only on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure that, like, you know, if you were to take a look at, you know, the amount of people that do series on some of the more popular games like Overwatch or, say, PUBG or fucking Counter-Strike Global Offensive, you know, there's an overwhelming amount of those people. But when you're talking about people that are doing, say, an old MMO like this, there's only a few people like that are doing it, including myself. Or how about strategy games? I mean, strategy games by themselves are a niche product. And, you know, there have been plenty of people out there that have streamed and done series on, say, EU4 or CK2 or something. But, you know, there's still a decent amount of these people, right? That makes sense. But I'm just kind of like another piece of hay in the hay pile. Very cynically, but it's true, you know? And I have to contend with that. Like, you can sit there and say, or I could even ask myself, well, what separates myself from somebody else? And I don't know what to say other than my commentary, my personality, and obviously my playstyle, you know, has to be taken into account as well. I mean, it's not like I'm doing the same moves as, you know, some other schmuck out there. So that's one of the problems that I'm having to contend with doing this. The second thing is that YouTube is pretty much run algorithmically, and whether or not, like, you search, like, let's say if you searched for Guild Wars 1 Prophecies or something, I mean, I'm sure my name would come up, my videos would come up, because there haven't been many videos published. Okay, but if you took something like Crusader Kings 2 and you looked for it, like, what if somebody did Salerno, like my Lombard Salerno run? Like, would I even show up for that? I don't know. Or, like, how about this? Like, when you're just on YouTube and it's not full screen, you've got your video here, then you've got, like, your list of other, like, recommended, like, suggested, similar videos out there. I'm not sure if I actually show up for that. My problem is, the point I'm trying to make is that I don't think I'm making a lot of progress subscriber or even view-wise, is because I'm just not known. And one of the problems that I have, the biggest problem is that there's just no place to advertise. There's no way for me to get my name out there other than from, say, word of mouth or just time. And it sucks because it's totally out of my control. I feel like I can't do a fucking thing to, you know, I don't know, take out the bullhorn and be like, yo, people, I exist. Here, come check me out. You know, you can't go on Reddit and say, and start to advertise your channel for, I mean, obvious reasons, right? Because if you were able to do it, then everybody would be able to do it. That shit would be so saturated, you'd never be able to do anything. You'd never be able to, like, actually successfully advertise your shit because you'd have to wade through everybody else's bullshit. And not only that, but, like, you know, actually advertising, like, your channel on some platforms like that is just, and generally usually against the rules, or it's just kind of like viewed as being gauche, as being like a faux pas. You just don't want to do that. You don't want to give people the bad impression either, you know, where you're sitting there spamming your shit and people are like, dude, man, shut up, I'm not going to check out your channel. And I haven't really looked into them too much, but, you know, I have heard stories about I guess the networks you can join. And I don't really have too much information about networks. I think they're called networks, but the way I understand it is basically you partner up with these guys, and basically you fork over all of your rights to your monetization, and they end up giving you like a percentage back. But what they do is they like help advertise your channel. You know, and maybe they actually have like some other services available, like, say, you know, matching you up with like a graphic artist so you can have like an intro, outro, stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure there's differences between them, but by and large, man, like, I'm not going to do that. I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to advertise my channel other than, you know, from word of mouth and time. And that's my problem, a big problem. I think I would have a hell of a lot more subscribers if that was ameliorated, if I could satisfy that basic requirement. Let's see what we got down here. Some skeletons. I don't know. I'm just not sure. I just don't know what the hell to do. Just to do about this this whole issue. Actually, let me take a look at the map here. Okay, so we're coming up the end. The end of this is over here. But we haven't actually done anything with the story for this mission, the story progression. But there are two other watchtowers up here. So we're gonna roll up in here. There's one, and the other one, oh, there's the other one. Okay. So we're gonna take care of these watchtowers. This should give us our bonus. And then I guess we'll go complete the rest of this shit. I know what some people would say, like, I really try to empathize. I try to empathize and put myself in the shoes of, say, just one of you guys, or just somebody that might actually view my channel that is hearing what I'm saying and trying to give off some reasonable suggestions. And I know that somebody out there is going to say, well, why don't you start live streaming on Twitch? My problem is I'm just not a big fan of Twitch, because YouTube has its own series of hoops that you got to jump through, right? I really don't want to go through another platform and jump through their fucking series of hoops. And not only that, but you know, I know a lot more about the hoops you have to jump through on YouTube or on Twitch, and I just don't like them. I just don't want to have to do it. It seems like it's just another fucking Skinner's box that I have to like work my way through. It does not sound fun. It doesn't really sound like it's going to benefit me other than simple exposure. It'd be like self-advertisement, really. And while, you know, I can accept it that, you know, it may actually be ultimately beneficial just simply because, you know, more people are going to be aware of me, and I'll probably get more subscribers that way. But I mean, that'd be the only that'd be like the only incentive I'd have for doing it, for going to Twitch. I'm also just not a big fan of the platform. I just think that their UI sucks. It's not very user-friendly in the way that it's like explanatory, I guess. I don't know the way how to describe that without actually going through like an itemized list and kind of explaining it that way. You know, the other problem that I've had is that you can actually download the program, like the app that you could put on your computer. But I think that app was more designed for a person that's actually watching on Twitch and not like actually a content creator on Twitch. And I have a big problem with that because, you know, it'd be really convenient to use an actual app that I had on my computer, like a program, an executable. But I can't get into like the basic dashboard features through it unless they changed it. Unless they've been an update, which might have been. It's been a while since I've actually, you know, booted up that program and taken a look at it. So I could be incredibly wrong. And apologies if I am, right? But at least I have that excuse. Okay, let's get that empathy back up. Come on, baby. There we go. There's one more down. The other problem I have with Twitch, or one of the benefits of using Twitch, is that so I don't have any donation systems. There's no donation systems in my streams, and that'd be really nice to have because I understand that that's, you know, a definite legitimate revenue source that you can have, is that people are, you know, sending you a couple bucks here or there, and I'm definitely not against that. Hell no. You know, I would love to have that, but you want to know something? I'm not going to put my fucking PayPal information up there and then having some fucking jerk-off troll, like, charging it back and then all of a sudden having my fucking personal information. You're out of your goddamn mind. There's so many people out there that are getting donations, and I'm like, aren't you worried about that? Like, your personal information would be so easy to be gained. No, thank you. I want nothing to do with that. And then Twitch actually has their own system, the bits, right? You can get bits, and it's basically like... Twitch gets like a percentage of it, so I don't know what the percentage is. You know, it's like if somebody gives you $1, you're only going to see so much change. You're going to see maybe 60 cents in the dollar or something. I don't know, right? But the problem that really turns me off about it is that, you want to know something? Like, it's not the fact that Twitch is going to take a cut with it. I can deal with that. It's the fact that it doesn't even give you the full amount. Like, basically, if you don't have enough people actually watching your shit, like, you can only have like this like really gimpy form of it where they're only able to, you know, donate so much. So if you have some big spender out there that wants to donate, I don't know, like $50 or something like that, like, you know, that's potentially behind this, like the stupid feature wall bullshit. You know, the hoop that you got to jump through because they have their partnership program. Yeah, what a bunch of fucking bullshit that is. You know what? Fuck that. I just don't want to deal with it. No way. The absolute only reason why I would do Twitch is just simply so I can invigorate and bolster my YouTube channel. You know, and I may end up having to do that. I may at some point just say fuck it, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I think I'm gonna wait. If I was gonna do it, I'd wait until the whatchamacallit, the after my 1 year birthday of the channel. So that Sickman actually casted guilt on me. I'm not sure what that actually did. But I noticed that my energy bar like pretty much got cut in half there. Yeah, he just did Drider's defense, so none of these melee attacks are actually going through there. I do have to say about the AI. I don't know if I don't remember it being this aggressive, like in years past. But Jesus Christ, man, they just gun. They do like a beeline straight up for your healers every time. It's really annoying. I mean, it's effective. It's good AI, but it's annoying. Great, now this pick is fucking targeting me. So I gotta make sure that I have enough mana here to interrupt his spells. There we are. Showing! Okay, so there you go, kiddies. You don't actually have to kill off that other jerk-off up there, the ranger dude. You just have to kill off the actual watchtower guide. Watchtower guys, whatever they're called. Guard. So we're gonna kill this boss up here, and then we gotta backtrack anyways because I gotta go pick up the scepter of ore. I think not, sir. Die. Yeah, nice. I'm gonna have to do something about all these runes I've been getting. Man, my inventory is just like getting maxed out on all these runes. I'm just leaving them like inside the armor until I actually need them, so I'm not having to waste my. Was it my? The second tier of the salvage kit. Okay, so the scepter of war is way over there. Okay, so what we have to do is come back around and go up here. That's where the scepter's at. Roger Dodger. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna scroll up this way just real quick. Bear with me for some surveying. Should only take a moment. I'm just trying to save some time later because it's been incredibly helpful for me to be able to do some of this surveying in the meantime while I'm actually doing the missions. So that way, when I have to come back like later on to complete it all, you know, I only have this like smaller amount that I have to worry about. And you want to know something? We could probably pop a birthday cupcake. So just so everybody knows, it gives you plus 100 maximum health, plus 10 maximum energy, and 25% increased movement speed for 10 minutes. And it only works in the one zone, so if you rezone somewhere, you lose the benefit. Not sure exactly how much they went for it. I ended up trading for a whole bunch of stacks of them before the last time I quit playing back in 2000. Actually, it'd technically be 2012 was the last time I officially stopped playing. God damn it. See, that's why the giant stop sucks, because it just sits there and interrupts you. Okay, my people are getting fucked up here. I'll do Arcane Echo. Come on, take him out. What are you doing? Get in there. Cool. Should probably do the whole empathy thing. Wipe these bitches out. There we go. Because it does do a little bit AoE damage for when the target is actually hexed. Come on, what are you doing? Get in there. What the fuck? You know, it's funny. If these guys are dropping Crichton keys, that means this area is technically part of Kryta. Oh, it does. Of course it is. That's Riverside Province. For some reason, I thought we were still in the jungle. I'd be like, weird, man. Of course not. Of course it's not. They're dumbass. We're in Kryta again. After this mission, Sanctum K will be our one and final remaining Crichton mission that we have to worry about completing, because you ended up getting on a boat, a ship, and that I believe takes you to the Crystal Desert. I believe that's next. So I'm pretty sure it goes Crystal Desert, the Southern Shiver Peaks, and then you go to the Ring of Fire. And that be the end. I know that the Crystal Desert missions weren't hard. They're actually fairly easy. The hardest part about doing the Crystal Desert missions were the actual bonuses. Like, I remember there being like 1 or 2 of the missions there where, like, man, you have to have like a really good coordinated party to be able to get some of the bonuses. But I could be wrong. I might be remembering it incorrectly, but I swear to God there was at least one. It was like, unless you were with a group of people that were good at what they were doing and completely focused on it, it was a bitch. So I'm not looking forward to do that. I might actually talk to some of my guildies or alliance mates and seeing if anybody be interested in doing some of them, or at least giving me a hand. Because that would be the benevolent thing to do. You know, I do have to say about this legit alliance guild thing that I'm part of. It's they're a bunch of pretty good people for the most part. I think I've only noticed like 1 or 2 bad eggs thus far. Although I would really like to talk to the hires up in the legit guild, or I should say the alliance, because I'm not really entirely certain who the actual top dog is. Obviously, the top person runs one of the guilds plus the alliance, I would assume. And then obviously the individual guilds have their own like top person. But I wouldn't mind actually talking to them and saying, hey, yo, I live stream this shit, part of your guys' guild and alliance. They do actually have a Facebook group, but I'm really hesitant to go on there and be like, hey guys, I totally live stream our stuff. Because those people don't need to know my real name. I like my anonymity. Alright, looks like... Wait, what? Should be able to get in here, right? Oh. Okay. For a second there, I thought I was going to be able to be backdoor beauty. Backdoor beauty and the backdoor booty. We got another boss over here. And Abbott. Crush him! Look at this guy. He's just running after my healers. Dude, look at this. Koss is just standing there. What the fuck are you doing, man? Come on. The AI in this game is absolute dog shit. If I have not said that enough in the past. Holy fuck. Like, your heroes, they just stand there. Honestly, at this point, I really don't think I need to be worried about, like, my morale bonuses and whatnot. We've pretty much killed most of the monsters that are going to be in our way. The bad dudes. The bad mans. So our way forward should be pretty straightforward. Let's go talk to Mr. Dinas.
My friends, it is good to see you again. I didn't think when we met off the Delesio seaboard that I would be giving you the Scepter of Ore. Come, you must not linger here. The Zealots will be back soon. I will show you the quickest escape route.
I'm guessing it has to do something with the lever. I don't see how that was really that quicker.
To the east is a bridge that will take you over the Ullin River to safety. Stay off the beaten path, and whatever you do, avoid the watchtowers. Many men have died for this. Guard it with your life.
The Scepter of Ore! It's been stolen! The thieves are heading east toward the Ulen River. They won't get far.
There are 2 watchtowers between here and the river. If they try to go past, they will be caught. If they stop to ponder a way around, we will catch them.
No one who steals from the White Mantle lives long enough to enjoy the spoils.
Yeah, we'll see about that there, motherfucker. Okay, looks like Dinos is just repeating what he said before. Oh, this should be fairly straightforward. The Scepter of Ore, it's a signet while we're holding this thing. The power of the scepter flows within you. It gets +1 energy regeneration. And it works just like any other item that you end up carrying, where I'm able to cast skills but not actually attack. There's something that has ran across my mind that I have continually forgot to mention is that, yes, I would actually like to do some of the vanquishing. And for those that are not familiar with that is that when you're in a town or an outpost or whatever, there's a little button over here. It looks like a red helmet or whatever. It's basically going into hard mode. That's exactly what it is. And instead of like going out in the wilderness where the monsters are whatever level they are, they're much higher level and they have different skills. And if you end up defeating all of the monsters in that area, all of them, you will have successfully vanquished that area. And if you do that to all of the areas, I believe that gives you ranks towards your Lightbringer title, if I'm not mistaken. I really haven't screwed around with it too much in the past because, I don't know, it can be very tedious. I feel like if you don't really have a good enough build to do it, that, you know, it's just, it can be kind of hellacious. I do plan on doing that with this character, by the way. That's not really something I'm planning for. I mean, like, as in, you know, like I have a set up time that I'm going to be doing it. I feel like if I'm going to get into the Lightbringer stuff or the vanquishing, I'm going to do it after the main series is completed. After we beat Prophecies, then I might go back and do it. I mean, I will go back and do it, but you know, it's not something that I'm going to be doing in like a linear fashion either. It's not like I'm just going to do like, you know, vanquish, then a vanquish, and then a vanquish, then a vanquish. You know, I'm just going to do them like once in a while so I don't get so burnt out. And I'll most def do them as a live stream. Okay, so here's our bridge. So apparently if you cross the bridge with the Scepter of Ore here, you wouldn't get the chance to actually knock out those other watchtowers if you did it in that order. Why are these guys cheering? I don't get it. Isn't they cursing me? Seems like a brief oversight.
Oh, the Scepter of Ore. The time for retribution against our oppressors has finally arrived.
I thought the point of stealing the scepter was to keep it from the mantle. How are we going to use it?
We can't, but Vizier Kilbron can. I negotiated a treaty with the former advisor to the King of Ore. In exchange for the scepter, the good Vizier has agreed to aid us in our fight against the mantle.
Vizier Kilbron? What can one man do that we can't do for ourselves?
The Vizier is a very powerful mage. He can show us the path that will lead to our victory. Come now, the sun will be rising soon, and we must prepare for our journey to meet the Vizier.
What news of Marcus? Marcus? Why would we have news of him? He didn't meet you outside the temple? No, we knew of no such plan. Maybe he'll catch up with us at the docks. Let's go. Even the mantle are smart enough to find their way across that river. We'd best not be here when they do.
Swing! Alright. So there was something there that I should probably mention, is that there was a quest that I think I talked about before, where you start over here in, I think, in Ventari's Refuge. There was a quest where you had to come down here into Reed Bog, and there were two white mantle guys that you actually had to overhear their conversation. And basically what it was is that they said something about having a spy within the sacred blades. And I'm pretty sure they said it was a guy. So they've got a sleeper agent here. So FYI on that, if that makes sense to those of you that are watching these cutscenes and trying to fill in the details there. So I'll tell you what, we picked up a whole bunch of garbage here. I'm going to scroll through it, and then we'll get started on Skankdom K in our next episode. So please join me then. It's been fun. I think I may end up trying to live stream this again. Hopefully we won't have any problems. I'm hoping. It'd be really nice. It's nice to be actually able to interact with some of yous. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace